Hello, all my Taurian friends. I'm so glad that Zoom is cooperating. It was doing something weird a minute ago. Welcome. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have your beautiful forecast for November in front of me. Before I get to that, let me just mention how excited I am that my Take Back Your Money book is now available on Amazon and on my website, MaxineTaylor.com. Taurus, you appreciate what money can buy. You are the sign of money. If your finances are not what you would like them to be, if for any reason you see the same old pattern financially that you've seen before in your life, you may want to get a copy of this book. The birth chart tells you about your programming, in this case, about money, but it doesn't tell you how to get rid of it, how to change it. Take Back Your Money is a very simple method that I have come up with for plugging into any topic. In this case, money. So you can find this book on Amazon or, as I said, MaxineTaylor.com. And if you want a face-to-face Zoom session with me, where I give you 3 hours and we go through the entire technique with you, I go through it with you, doing it step by step by step. I video it, of course, afterwards and send you the video. So if you're interested, go to MaxineTaylor.com and look under the spiritual coaching tab. Okay, now let's look at your beautiful forecast for this month, November. Well, not this month. Starts on the 1st, of course. Let's see, today is the 30th, so you get the picture. This month, the sun, the yellow planet, the giver of life, starts off in the 7th house of relationships. So does Venus, the planet of money and love, and Mercury, what we think about and talk about. So for the last month, you have been focused on relationships, whether personal or business. On the 22nd, the sun moves into the 8th house of secrets, of other people's money and other people's values, of transformation, of transmutation as well. This is a time of analysis for you. Anytime we have planets in our 8th house, those planets are undergoing a transformation. So your ego is undergoing a transformation. With Venus in the 7th house, your money, of course, is always important with Venus, but your relationships are equally important because Venus is in your 7th house of relationships. So your relationships, whether personal or business, have been moving along nicely. And Mercury, of course, is not a planet of action, but of thought. And so here's the order, okay? Venus moves into the 8th house on the 16th. Mercury moves into the 8th house on the 17th. And the sun moves into the 8th house on the 22nd. I have found that when planets are in our 8th house, we want solitude and privacy because we're dealing with secrets. We're dealing with situations in which we can be a psychic detective. Okay? Go for it. Now, these big three, I call them the Trinity, because they move together. when they're not when Mercury or Venus are not retrograde. And so they pack a power punch. Jupiter, the planet of abundance and money and truth and honesty. It has been in your 11th house of friends. And wherever Jupiter is, it expands it. The problem is that Jupiter has been retrograde. And so you may have found that your relationships with your friends have not quite clicked the way you want them to. After the 23rd, when Jupiter goes direct, get clear on your hopes and wishes, because that's what the 11th house also deals with. And you'll find that your friendship circle can expand. There can be more humanitarian activities. It's really quite lovely. Mars is retrograde in your second house of money. Now, this is your house. Taurus rules the second house in the natural zodiac. Mars is retrograde. It will not go direct until January. And when Mars is retrograde, nothing happens. It's flatline when it comes to money. Once it goes direct, you'll be able to create the wherewithal that you want. This is super. Okay, now we have a full moon on the 8th of November. What do we have on the 8th of November as well? Midterm elections. And so this is a very powerful time, because when you have an eclipse, we feel it at least a week ahead, usually 2 weeks ahead. And it lasts until the next pair of eclipses comes along. And so this is a major election for us, a major time. And I'm saying all bets are off, because on an eclipse, a lunar eclipse, this is when things pop. This is when they come to a head. Now, 2 weeks later, we have a new moon. Oh, by the way, this eclipse is in 16 degrees of Taurus, 16 degrees, 1 minute of Taurus. Find that in your birth chart, allow a 5-degree orb, and you will see what is coming to a head. Then 2 weeks later, we have a new moon on the 23rd, just before Thanksgiving, in 1 Sag 38. And that's when energy starts moving forward, which is good, because we want energy while we are enjoying our Thanksgiving festivities. So that's the way November looks for you. I hope to see you again next month, when once again I take a look at your solar chart. Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.